Hi guys, Coach John here coming to you with a demo and walkthrough for the 10 to 11 age group for the CSNA Comp coming up this Saturday, September 26th. We're starting on the platform right here, which is a blue step. You're going to have one redo. You can use at any point during the course. If you get a full completion, that redo is worth a bonus point. If we have two athletes, one athlete had full completion, never used their bonus point, and they're at 14 points. We have another athlete that is used their redo, and they're at 14 points. That one athlete will get a bonus, so it'll actually be a 15th of the win, which makes sense. Okay, so now we're going quintuple steps around the corner. So we are going to start on the box. You got to use the quintuple steps. You can't just jump to that side. I know I'm going to get that question, so no, you can't do it. How you use the quintuple steps, I don't care. You can one step them, you can cat hold the top. We're just mainly going around the corner, getting into the flow of the top. We're going around the corner, onto the wall, and there we go. Got that point. So next one is the unstable balance beam. So you can use whatever aspect you want. You just cannot stand on that blue mat. These are kind of squishy though. If you step on here, it's really not going to make much sense, honestly. You could if you need to, but you're going to go straight to the pipe. It makes most sense to get to the end. So we're going to keep our balance here. It does move around a little bit, so be prepared for that. Get to the Bosu ball. We got our point. So your Bosu ball is going to be a little extra squishy because it's on the mats. Then you're going to progress to the slack line. Now, if I am on here and I fall off because I lose my balance on the mat, you lose the slack line point. Okay? So anyway, we're going here, and you have to have 1 foot behind the tape. You can't start here, but behind the tape. You're going over to that platform. Now, you can go at any point to the platform. I wouldn't jump from like the middle or something, guys, because that's, these are metal support pieces, so that could potentially hurt. Try to control it, but you're going onto the tire platform on the other side. Okay? So 1 foot behind, and we're going across. Looking very pretty. Okay. So there we go. Then we're going over to Twister. So Twister, we've had a hard time enforcing using the first handle. So once you get on the black box, you can use any aspect or any handle you want. If you want to cheat out, if you want to skip handles, that's fine. The main thing I just say, you cannot use this support piece. Obviously no need using this stuff. You're on handles only. How far you cheat out's up to you. You're just going from here to that other pile box. So whatever Twister method you like to use, going down. When we get to the end, we're going to the box, and that's going to be our finish. If you want to go from like here to the box, that's fine. Just keep in mind, I don't like this swinging a whole lot because it can damage our unstable grip. Our floating monkey bars. So I'm trying to limit that. So the more control you can be in land here, the better. I do get if you're losing your grip and you feel like you need to jump, that's okay. Just be kind of careful with that. Okay? Now we're going in here to a little fun balance obstacle. We're calling this one sled balance tanks. So we're going to push the sled. Once we push this sled from these pieces of tape past that piece of tape down there, then the balance tanks come into play. We're going to use those to finish. So don't use this. This is off limits. Get down. You can use whichever handle you want. I always use the top one, whatever you want to do. But we have 25-pound weight plates on this one. I think it'd be fine for this age group. I mean, you guys are going to have to push, but it's not super heavy. So I'm going to go down. Once we get past it, then our balance tanks come into play. So we lift them up. You have to start your balance tanks behind the tape. So you're going to start one behind, and you're going to be holding one. We're then going to use the middle pipe, okay? And the balance tanks are going to stay in our hands. You can't use the wall. The wall is off limits. So we're going to go down. And we're going across. Now you're going to transfer to the orange one. So you can use it as a brace, like that. We're going to brace ourselves and transfer and go. Can't use the wall again, like I said, it's off limits. You gotta get your balance tank all the way past the blue tape. Clear. Pretty self-explanatory. Just like I said, don't use the wall. Okay, devil steps. You gotta start devil steps where the blue tape is. We're not gonna allow any feet for this age group. However, you can use the little gray ledge. If you guys see up there, we have a little gray 2x6 support there, and that can be used as a cliffhanger. So to show, I will use it. Now I'm not going to use my feet. I'm going to go across. I'm going to come down. You have to touch some aspect of this one with the blue tape and then dismount here. I just don't want anybody flying from like the top down. You hit your face on the first step. It's not real safe. So we're going to go from here. Use this. Now you're going to have incidental contact with your feet on the wall. That's okay. As long as you don't like plant like super bad, all good. Okay? And point. All right. So now we have flywheel. So flywheel to fidget swingers to ring to landing on that what we call a lily pad. This is slightly unstable, should be fine. Coaches, you guys might want to just kind of brace it for your athletes. We're doing the fidget swingers kind of level for this. I think height-wise, Kim tested it out, so it really should be good. What you guys want to keep in mind, your age group's going to be a little shorter, so it won't be such a big deal, but you want to make sure you don't foot plant. When I was doing the UFO demo before, I foot planted. You don't want to foot plant, so make sure you keep those feet up. You're going to land right there. So we're going to have a little blue box back here for you. Going to get up on top. Like I said, coaches, you may want to go ahead and steady that for them. We're going to swing. We're going to grab those. We're going to the ring to the end. So swing. There's my point. That was pretty fun, actually. Okay? From there, you're moving on to the salmon liner. So we're not making any transfer. You're pretty much going to be doing a 4-foot lache because it's a 4-foot gap, but you got to be mindful that this one's going to slide off potentially. So you're going to have to control that forward swing, really kick the feet back, fly across and catch. Okay? So just going to catch the other one. When you guys catch here, you're coming down over here. Okay? On this blue mat. So, control our swing, and then we're coming off. Point. Okay? Alright. Next one is the same as the last one. You're going from what's called river stone to the Bosey ball, to the big Bosey ball, to the tramp rope, to the other Bosey ball and tire. You can stop on the tramp. You can stop on any of the Bosey balls. What I just don't want you to do is if you stop on the tramp, you have to use the tramp to get here. We're not going way out here to there. It's going to make way more sense just to kind of have the whole thing flow. Now if we're jumping and we catch part of the mat as we jump, that's fine. It's just if you stop here, you can't get on here and start using it. Okay? I think it'll be pretty self-explanatory. So start on your river stone. And we got it. Right, we're on our Bosey ball. Okay, so from here, you're going to go straight to the rock wall. On the rock wall, you can use whatever holds you want. Like I told the last group, the rock holds for this section are fairly easy. Be mindful though of that bench. I don't want anybody to fall on the bench. We're going to put one of the mats over it. It really shouldn't come into play on this part, but just kind of keep in the back of your mind. You can use the flow bars, you can use the rock holds, just don't use the ring toss. When you guys go around, you're just going to have to use any aspect of the cliffhanger, campus runs to get to the last floating door. The group before you had to go all the way to the very, very top when you come down. This one you don't have to. So let's go across. Like I said, use whatever you want, whichever hold you prefer. Once you get to this part, we're just going to be mindful that we're over the bench. You can use whatever part you want here. And get to the doors. Now when you're on the doors, you can use the tops, you can use the backs, you can use this part. I want you touching the feet. Just don't hold here, guys. Now if I'm holding like this and my feet or my thumbs are kind of on the wire, that's fine. I just don't want to see fully holding on the wire, okay? Our foam pit's pretty full. I get it. If you accidentally hit your feet on there, that's fine, not a problem. We're gonna know if you slip off and fall. Totally fine. So we might try and clear it out a little bit. You're going all the way to the end. You're going from here to there, and you got it. So here's our little cubby, little stopping platform right there. Okay? Okay. So now we're doing unstable ring slider. So you guys are starting on the second one here. So you start on the box, going unstable bridge, the ring slider, down to box. Okay? If for some reason you accidentally kick the ring and it slides all the way down, it'd be really hard, but if you somehow can use the pipe and fly up and catch it and walk yourself down to that, that would be a save. It's going to be very hard considering our unstable bridge, how it's tilted, but whatever. So you guys just don't do this, guys. I don't want any pushes on that. I want you can reach out, you can jump out, you can do whatever you want, but we're going to keep going. And finish. So like happened to me, I kind of slid back a little bit, so now we get a few more pops in before your backswing happens. Few different options there, but here's your ending point. Okay, so from here you're going to the precision bars. The arrow's going to be there to help you. The wood is of course off. Can't use the wood. It's an extension of the mat. Only metal here. We're calling these the squishy precision bars because they're a little squishy on the mat. But you're going straight from here to there. Okay, so no stepping on the blue mat. Just going to go through to finish. Those aren't real far apart. I think we're going to be fine on your age group there. Shouldn't be an issue, in my opinion. Okay, so this is easier here, but it's still tough. So keep in mind the givens are kind of a tough obstacle. You really have to be controlled on your first one. If you come in too hot on that first swing, you are going to potentially even knock it off. But the last one here, instead of having a given like the last group, you guys are going to have a ring. Okay? So you're really going to have to make one placement. That placement will be facing you. Always keep them straight. Not all I can think of with this one. Obviously the metal apparatus is off. You can't use the chain, of course. Now you can use two hands if you want, but at some point you'll have to make that transfer, which will be a little awkward. Okay, so here we go. Oh. What happened to me last time? Shoot. Anyway, these are brand new for us too. You got to make that transfer. So let's say I'll just use my redo, see if I do it again. Okay. So I'm using my redo. See if we get it here. Okay, then go in, you're in a ring, pass the tape. I got my point. You can continue like it doesn't go into the word wall. That's fine, you just gotta get past the duct tape. Yeah, that's pretty much that one. So on this age group, you're in front of the tape here, you're getting the 11. So 13 for the 14 to 17 is 12 for the 12 to 13. You guys are 10 to 11 group, you're getting the 11-foot work ball. Get 2 tries, you're gonna start in front of the tape, and get a big run up, and get, okay? And you've got your final point. So, like I said, you got that one redo like I had to do. Those are brand new for us this week as well, so we're not that great at them yet, but that's pretty much it. We look forward to seeing you guys on Saturday.